long before the MAGA days.
Barack Obama paved the way.
Democrats, we had it made.
Those were the days.
Well, Nancy, we got a problem.
Seriously, Chuck? You think I don't know we have a problem?
Well, I didn't know if you knew or not.
Of course I know, Chuck. I know everything.
Oh, why don't you just go get your hair done?
Seriously, Chuck? Anyways, we're losing this election.
Do you honestly think I don't know that?
Well, then what are we going to do about it, Chuck? Huh?
Well, for now, we need to keep Joe hidden as much as possible.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
Hey, Barack, you know we got a problem, right?
Nope. We got a big problem.
Hey, I don't got to go nowhere, do I? No, Joe, you ain't got to go nowhere. Okay, good, because I don't like going anywhere unless it's like a high school. Hey, what are we going to do? We're losing this election. Figure it out, Barack, and get me some toilet paper while you're at it. Hey, anybody got any cheese?
Hey, did someone order a pizza?
Hey, everybody, the pizzas are here. Wink, wink.
What about the ice cream and vodka? Did you bring the ice cream and vodka too? Of course. What kind of party would it be without ice cream and vodka? And cigars.
Did someone say cigars?
Well, what are we going to do, guys?
We're just gonna have to keep Joe hidden till we come up with a new plan.
Don't screw it up, Barack. You ain't got no idea what I'm going through. Hey, where's my cheese at? You can't let Joe debate Trump.
That's a no-brainer.
Well, what if we say Joe is unfit to be president, and then I run for president?
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
And then I can be vice president, and then we can move back to the White House. Hey, where's my cheese? Oh, this pizza is delicious.
Oh, it tastes so good with ice cream too.
I like my pizza with sauce on it. I like pasta and hot dogs.
Adam loves his pasta and hot dogs.
Hey, Adam, you remember when you stayed at the Standard Hotel?
Yeah?
All you did was order pasta and hot dogs the whole time you were there.
Yeah, I love pasta and hot dogs.
I can't believe I'm going to be president. I can't believe I'm going to be vice president. I can't believe I still don't have my cheese.
All right, guys, let's get rid of Joe.
Somebody call Pelosi and tell her the good news. Don't be stunned that. I ain't the help. I ain't no maid. You make your own phone call.
Easy, Michelle.
Wait, what?
So I just got word that Kamala is going to be running for president.
Oh, good. Our problems are solved.
Good, now I don't gotta go to prison. Okay, so if Kamala becomes president, does that mean carrots will be illegal?
Oh my gosh, I need some more ice cream and vodka.
Honestly, I'd like to have some ice cream and vodka, too.
I'm gonna make some more pasta and hot dogs. Anyone want some?
Oh, Adam.
Jimmy on a beat, wait.
Okay, boomer, whatever you say, boomer. 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 B-O-O-M-E-R, please, your dusty mood don't vibe with me. You are old and so therefore I must say 10 for dinosaur day. Okay, boomer, whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer, whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer, whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Okie dokie, boomer.
Scary New Year's, everybody. Scary New Year's.
Scary New Year's.
Scary New
I
Year's.
love it. You're rocking the black tie tonight.
Yeah, and something's wrong with my background. I got to fix that when I get a chance. You see, this is part of the papers tore away. Hi, everybody. Can you can you see us okay? I'm getting a horrible bit rate alert. I hope we came through. I
Oh,
hope
gosh.
it's
We
all
got that last week and we crashed.
Yeah,
No.
well, this is different. So we're
Okay,
stream
okay.
steady and strong coming out of the gate. Yeah.
You are a little fuzzy for sure.
Yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
a fuzzy guy. How do you like my hair?
I love your hair.
That was a gift from our executive producer, Linda.
Oh, how sweet of her. That was
Thank you,
perfect gift. Eyes has his hairs. Yeah, have you ever seen Schitt's Creek?
I have.
If you haven't seen it,
I
it's
have.
pretty funny.
I have.
It is pretty funny.
I have.
Okay, so you know she names all of her wigs. Do you name your wigs?
No, I haven't yet. So
You should.
What
Let's
should
hang them on the wall and name them.
I should
I'm going to
name-
come over and name them one of
this
these days.
Should I name this one Beaver? Or
Beaver?
something.
Beaver?
No.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
Probably
It doesn't
not.
look like a beaver. I want to say looks like a Dwayne or a Dwayne
I
or
was going to say Beaver Cleaver or something like that.
Beaver
but
Cleaver. No, Beaver Cleaver had much shorter hair. You know that.
Yeah, he
Come
did,
on.
he
That
did.
wasn't allowed back then.
He's like young Sheldon here. SFT is first in the house. Snow Leopard, Chris Foster, Happy New Year's, Chris. Popeye, hello Popeye. Midnight Karma, Deborah Ghostbox. There you go. Jax, hi Jax.
Hi, Jax.
Anthony, what's going on, Anthony? Natalie Williams, good to see you, Natalie.
Hey, Natalie.
Kurt Boss, yes, live.
Hey,
yes,
Kurt Boss got a
yeah.
wrench. I was passing out wrenches. So here's my plan with the wrenches, guys. I figure we're slowly growing. Whatever. Every day we, the YouTube gods take 2, but we keep 1, like sometimes.
Yeah.
So I figure like the first 200 diehard followers of ours will get the wrenches. And then once we're past, a certain point, then we'll know who our original crew was, right?
That's quite optimistic of you, 200.
Well, that's the goal, right? I'm going for 200. I don't know how many wrenches are out there and have to look. I think we're sitting at like maybe 60 or 70,
I think that's
something
a
like that.
better metric, Chanda. I mean, does that mean we put the velvet rope up after 200 now, since we were hitting?
Well, I don't know. See, that's the thing. Or we say F YouTube and we give everybody who ever comes and hangs out a wrench and we just flip the chat upside down.
Yeah,
I don't know. We're rebels here. We don't like to follow the rules. You guys know that. Thank you to all of our Patreons running in the background. You guys make the magic happen and keep us here. So thank you so much. So many of you guys have supported us for years.
Yeah.
I was looking at the Matrix the other day and I was just, I'm so flabbergasted. Thank you for your trust in us to keep doing this. So thank you so much.
Cowboy Kitty's over there. Hi, Cowboy
Kitty.
What's going on?
We got a couple of super chats hanging out. You see that?
4737 Carlin, Becca C, and Kill Your Egg Rolls. Egg rolls.
He got it. He got it.
Bad
We've been
Cookies.
practicing.
Rick Sully, Skirt Boss. I think I got to. You want to hit those super chats, and then we'll
The
go.
super chats. Jax Page. Happy New Year's Eve, Chanda Oz. Well, happy New Year's to you. I hope you have a very festive one down in Mexico.
Yes, I hope you do. By the way,
Becca C's here.
keep up with the food porn, Jax. I'm loving it.
Yeah. I love all the pictures, the sea and the beaches. I love those, Jacks. Keep them coming. Becca C, thank you so much. Becca C says Happy New Year's. Peace.
Thank you, Becca.
Peace. I agree. We need peace.
Yeah, God. Oh, so badly. We need it so bad. So, hello to everybody on the Rumble. What do we got? 40,000 over on the Rumble.
You look like a comic book figure right now with your screen glitching out like that. It looks kind of cool. You look like something that came out of the 300 movie or something.
Okay, everybody close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay, see that? See that?
Yeah.
And that still didn't get it gone. Let me see if I can get it gone up here. That made it worse.
Snow Leopard, thank you so much. Another super chat coming in. Enjoy it while you can. Yeah.
Oh, no kidding. No kidding.
We do. We know. We were just talking bug out bags in the green room.
Yeah. Do you have your bug out bag?
The end is near. Are you ready to run?
Your go bag, your bug out bag. That's where you put your potassium iodine and whatever.
I'm screwed. I can't take iodine. I'm allergic to it internally and externally. Yeah, I am. It blisters my skin if it touches me.
1,000 SFP sunscreen, then that might help you out.
Oh, I've had people tell me, just eat a bunch of seaweed. Like, I'm dead. I live close to
seaweed,
Bangor.
that's got iodine in it. If
dead.
you're allergic to it, that's going to take you out.
I promise if there is an attack on the United States soil, they will want to go after Keyport Bremerton shipyard. They always have. That's always been a major target, right? That's where a subset.
You're cheering me up, Chanda. Keep it up.
I know. That was my dad's pep talk to me when I was like 10 years old and I watched 1984. Like, honey, don't be upset. You'll just be vaporized. You're not even going to worry about it.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
That's reality.
I feel every year that ticks by, I feel more hopeless. I don't want this show to be a bummer, so let's get on.
We got lots of bummer shit on the deck, but we're gonna make fun of all of it. So let me shout out the Rock Band real fast before we get started with this amazing deck that Oz and I wrote. Aram's hanging out over there. Hey, Adam, what's up? Happy New Year.
Call me tomorrow.
Copeland Morris, call Oz. Jim's over there. Hi, Jim. Aram. Let's see who else is over here. Gregory Walker is hanging out along with Popeye. Popeye, I hear you. I'm not very optimistic for 2024 either. And poor Kate, my love, I'm so sorry that you are stuck traveling. You are in a train station at the moment, but Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I hope you have safe travels for sure. Fair use.
Fair use.
For whatever it's worth.
Fair use. I like that.
I don't think it even matters. Like, I try to explain to people that YouTube doesn't have the same fair use standard as this like the law, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter,
They make their own laws.
Yeah,
I do like this reface, and I do want to point out, everybody.
Oh, thank you.
You've got all new backgrounds here this year, and we've got new avatars, new refaces. Brought in some of the old stuff that we're still partial to, but yeah, keep an eye out for new refaces. They're coming out real good. And I got to tell you, Chanda, the AI stuff is making me crazy.
Oh, I know. You're just going crazy. You're going to town on it every day. He sends me like 5 emails with new AI. Oh, you got to try this one out. Oh, check this out. Hey, this does this.
Yeah,
it's cool.
it's bottom line is AI is the devil because it's going to take over everything.
We're just programming it. That's what we're their, cogs to program that
I'm
shit.
using
That's
it
all.
for art and entertainment only, and if that kills me, so be it. That's
no, it's not going to kill you. It's just going to help give the consciousness to the AI that he wants to kill you. But I want to shout out Rumble real fast. We got a couple hanging out over on the Rumble. Law 66, thank you for the Rumble rant over here. Oz's wigs are not as scary as my real hair right now. Oh. And Dingo ate my baby. Happy New Year. Ghost Start's hanging out over there. And who else? So Ghost Star and Law 66. Good to see you guys. Chris Foster. Chris Foster's coming in over on the YouTube. Yeah. Hey, Chris.
Chris.
He says, good luck, everybody. Good luck.
Where's Snarky?
Yeah,
Snarky should join tonight if he's around. We love
I'm sure Snarky will be stopping by.
One more thing on the deck. The new graphics and everything else, we're going to be changing up things like the Satire. It's overwhelming to do this, at one time.
All at
because
once.
You gotta, But we're trying to make it clearer, cleaner, dirtier. When need be.
After dark, for sure.
After dark, yeah. This stuff still works. Linda pointed out that we had Give, Send, Go, Beauty and the Boomers spelled wrong. So I fixed it. And
it's probably been on there for 6 months like that.
Yeah, we couldn't see it. So, just little...
It happens with the load of graphics that we bring.
Yeah, and, there are about loaded graphics.
Normally, you guys catch that. You guys are the best spell check ever. So normally I just run the show and I'll get an email any day.
Yeah, yes, you really are. And especially on Twitter, when I make a mistake, somebody says, hey, Oz, apostrophe there.
Well, that's the whole reason I paid for Blue. If I'm going to be fucking honest, guys, is because I needed that hour to edit because, hey, I was taught in public education and now I don't have it because I can't give Blue I can't give him money. I just can't. I can't in good conscience. Just like I can't watch the NFL anymore. I can't give Elon Musk my money.
Yeah,
so
all of our New Year's resolutions are going to be.
You guys are stuck with my bad spelling.
Scale back expenses, just like last year. We're going the other direction when everything's going like this. So.
I am. I have gone through. Normally, I don't even know where half my subscriptions are. Whatever shit's just debiting the account. I have gone in, cleaned all that shit up. Like nobody's getting any extra freaking coin out of us.
No, it's. Yeah, we're running as tight as we can, everybody,
ship, yeah.
And we're going to do the best we can. And let's get going here, so we don't run over our 2 hours. And this is one of the AI generations here. This is we were lucky. We were the lucky generation. We grew up before technology. We could actually have fun. And I want to point this out. Kate sent us a picture, or I stole it off of Twitter. Sorry, Kate, but I wanted to put it up there. Kate's got Julie's coffee there with a cup and her coffee grinder. Thank you, Kate. That looks so nice. Joey thought
those
cool.
hot hand grinders, they're the best way to do Joey's coffee.
Joey said,
for
that's
sure.
my grinder. She has my grinder.
Yeah, I know. When Kate posted the picture, I was like, whoa, Joey's grinder looks just like that.
Yeah, it is Joey's grinder. That's the same one. So, yeah, it is
great coffee. No, I can't wait to wake up New Year's morning with Joey's.
Yeah.
Joey's coffee.
With Joey's in your cup. Do you think
Joey's coffee always makes Christmas special? Yeah. It really does.
Do you think the Folgers will be mad at me if I steal it?
I go back to my Folgers every now and then, right? Because I bounce around. So I got to say, I really like Folgers. Everybody talks shit on Folgers, but I like Folgers.
I always liked, and you guys are all going to laugh at me, Maxwell House.
I liked Maxwell House too, and I know people that are diehard only drink Maxwell House.
Yeah, and I don't know what it was because it's all really bad. It's been sitting on a shelf for God. A year.
When you know what's really an American coffee.
It's really bad. Plus the little worms.
But I need it.
So no worms in Joey's coffee. Anyway, you brought this one, and this is not a cheery.
No, but do you see my little pop? Isn't it cute?
Yeah.
Cold Fusion made me that. It says Free Assange.
Yeah.
I think she's cute.
I love it.
I'm like, why doesn't she have a mouth? Apparently, pops don't have mouths. I didn't know that, but
we
okay.
Can put a mouth. We can make her talk.
Okay, well, go ahead. I'll send you the original. You do whatever you want with her. I will. Okay, so this is the Israel genocide update from December 27th. So what is today? The 30th. So it's 3 days old. And as you know, my eyes are bad. I can't see these numbers very well, but they just grow and grow every fucking day. They're insane. Like disenfranchised.
Children.
Yeah, look at that. Dislocated. Almost 2 million. Almost 2 million people have been just cast out. I don't care where you go.
That children figure, and I'm not going to say was only 7,000 because it wasn't only. It was horrifically 7,000.
Yeah.
And now it's almost horrifically 12,000. So you know, and honest and women, 5,822, and total casualties 26,706, and this is.
Well, and yeah, look at the health officials, the targeted health on the very bottom. That's insane. 135. That is an international war crime. What about the journalists? How many journalists?
They're well on their way to 110, as far as I know today, maybe more.
It's so gross.
It's crazy. And you know what, guys? They're bombing that infrastructure where thousands upon thousands of people lived. So just look at it in this context. Your home is gone forever, and it will not be rebuilt, ever.
Yep.
Ever. So those people have lost everything. But they're human shields, Chanda. I mean,
I know. But you could
bullshit,
condemn Hamas.
You know, here's a message for all these Zionist pricks out there, and I say it with all fervor. You can take your anti-Semitic bullshit line and shove it clean up your ass. You guys are genocidal maniacs. So is our current government and administration. And the Christian Zionists in this country, you can go straight to hell on a rocket straight down.
Yeah.
You are scum. Scum.
Well, I think what people are forgetting is we are a country that is not built on fucking religions. Where's the separation of church and state? So why is it that our whole entire fucking government has decided that they're fucking Christian Zionists? And the rest of the country just needs to fucking comply. That's not the fundamental roots of this fucking country. And, you know, the problem with a faith-based morality chant for genocide is that you can't ever fucking prove it. Well, God gave us this land. Okay, prove it. No, I mean, you know, the bottom lines and the base arguments are preposterous and they can never be proven when it's faith-based like this.
Yep, can't do it. What do you got here?
Let me get there. Let's see. Israel, born to British colonialism. Let me put my glasses back on.
Yeah, put them on. You look great with glasses. Don't hide them.
Yeah, let's see. Created through Zionist terrorism, supported by Western imperialism, and sustained by fake anti-Semitism. Yeah, I agree. That's exactly. And Caitlin Johnstone, you know, Caitlin's taken a lot of shit over the years, man. When we say we're one of the most shadow banned, Caitlin Johnstone was one of the very first out there that was shadow banned. And she says it's not okay for grown adults to believe the Hamas attacked Israel without provocation solely because they are the bad guys who are bad. That's kind of infantile fiction, has no place outside of our children's cartoon shows. You have access to a whole internet full of information. Use it.
Use it. Yeah, use exactly. It. Don't take that piece of human garbage, Tapper, or that war criminal, Rachel Maddow. And yes, she's a war criminal too because she's aiding and abetting the military-industrial complex.
So it's Chris Cuomo's
and
out
Cuomo,
there. Freaking,
all of them. They all
oh my
are.
God,
they
it's so gross.
They're all war criminals. The blood's on their hands too. You brought a hot spot here.
Well, this was from Christmas Day. Okay, so this is Christmas fucking Day, right? Now, this is the IDF celebrating and playing on a playground after, of course, they've murdered all the children on it. And the other one is a store where they're so angry at little kids, they have to break the fucking toys in a little corner store as they raid it.
כל הבובות, כל המלאפונים. 1 צ'ון, 3 בעלב. תמיד גזר בי לקטנות. 3 יחידות ב1,000 שקל. ראש, 4 ו500. בבית ספר. מחברות, 10.
So what do you think of that?
So he goes over to a shelf full of toys and he breaks the toys. So I'm just going to say, Oz, they want us to see this type of shit because don't think for 1 second Israel doesn't have a PR media machine. They are a PR media fucking machine. That's all they've been doing since the fucking late 40s. And they know that this is not a good look for them at fucking Christmas time during the holidays. But still, we see it. And why do we see it? Because they want us to know that they can do whatever the fuck they want. They can murder who they want. And we can't do a goddamn thing about it.
Yeah,
Nobody can do a damn thing about it.
They're mocking us because
they're mocking us with
because
this shit. Yeah.
hey, we can do all this stuff, and guess what? You're paying for it, you fools. So that's
what are you gonna do about it? Anti-Semite, you know?
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to every time.
Yeah. Now you brought one of my most unfavorite people here. Tell us about this before I start playing them.
Oh well, let's play the first one first, and then we'll talk about Deborah.
We're Israeli, so I can just move to the West Bank and take someone's house even though I'm from LA. We're Israeli. The ICC and the UN doesn't apply to us. We're Israeli, so in our military, we take thirst trap videos and selfies standing on someone's grave. We're Israeli. We have health care, college, and we get houses bought for us, all thanks to the American taxpayer. But not thank you, you owe it to us. We're Israeli. We can keep with impunity and say that we're just defending ourselves. Move over, Florida. Your stand your ground law has nothing on us. We're Israeli. We put the set in settler. We're Israeli. We put America to shame with the way that our government lies on TV. We're Israeli, the only democracy in the Middle East, unless you live over the border in Gaza, and then shut up, prisoner. We're Israeli. We care about multiracial democracy as long as the Arabs stay in their quarters. We're Israeli. Most of our funding comes from right-wing evangelicals in America, but don't bring that up, bigot. We're Israeli. We care about women's rights. Unless you're Palestinian, and then girl bye. We're Israeli. For us, the phrase "but Hamas" is a whole personality.
It really is.
So I'm assuming that was satire all the way out.
Oh, you can kill that one. I don't know why it's still playing music.
I hope that was satire all the way.
I hate that they put music in the back of those TikToks because you know how many hits I take for just showing somebody a TikTok that's got music in the background?
It's crazy. The music thing tears us apart. So what did Deborah
Okay, so of course, Deborah, I already reported last week on some show, I don't know which one, that she was in Israel. Of course, we've got the Hollywood tourism going on where they're going to see where the October 7th, they're taking the October 7th cruise, I think is what it's called. Anyway, so she was in town and who was she? Oh, this same woman, she's cringeworthy, that's with Deborah Messing. She was the one that was just in that movie with, in that video where you might be an anti-Semite if you, with Maya Billick, what's her name? The one that was Amy Falafera on Big Bang. Anyways, she got fired from Jeopardy for that shit. She got fired as the co-host for Jeopardy for being in a video with this woman. And so Deborah Messing's got to step up and do it and make it worse. So gross.
See if I can get her to play.
Play. Yeah, I know. Nobody wants to listen to her. That's the problem.
You know why you feel safer here? Why? Because you're home. It really is. It really is. I don't want to go. I don't want to leave. I understand. Another close friend and people from the people that are here in Israel this time is Deborah. Thank you for being here as well.
Oh, it's a gift. It's a gift to me.
It's a gift.
And the people here are the most extraordinary people I've ever met in my entire life.
Yeah, extraordinarily
the strength, the optimism, the resilience, the courage. I mean, I've never seen anything like it in my life. And the love.
And the love.
The love.
And the positivity.
Oh, yeah, there's so much love pouring out of Israel.
It's just pure here.
It's just so important that everybody speaks up. and stand up for what is right, stand up for your identity, and for
your identity.
Our right to exist. Sounds basic, right?
Our right to exist.
It's very simple.
Our right to exist.
I'm Islam. Hi.
Ugh. Oh, that just totally made me nauseous,
Their
man.
right
So
to
gross.
exist. They don't. If they're pulling this shit, genocide, then the Zionist nation doesn't.
So much
do that.
love.
No. Just I'm.
No, that's Hollywood. That's Hollywood propaganda is what that is. Anna Merritt's hanging out over
Hi,
on
Anna.
the Rockfin. Happy New Year. She says, thank you so much for the Super A. She says, happy death to 2023 fams. Yeah, it can go out like it came in for sure.
Yep. Now, this is the Gemini twins here.
This is the Gemini twins. Yes, Linda and I are Gemini twins. So Zionism is European colonialism. Just ask the founders of the ideologue. The state the Jews would establish in the heart of the Middle East would serve Western imperial interests and at the same time help bring Western civilization to the backward East. Is that, yeah, okay. So that was early Zionist thinker Moses Hess. Let's see, we got another one here. The Zionist colony would form a portion of the rampart of Europe against Asia, an outpost of civilization as opposed to the barbarianism. And that was, of course, Theodor Herzl, father of modern Zionism. You want to do the last one there, Oz? I can't see it unless I take my head off.
We could have in 20 to 30 years 1 million Jews out there. They would develop the country, bring back civilization to it, and form a very effective guard for the Suez Canal. And that was Chaim Weizmann, first president of Israel. Well, that's not working out so well because you are the most hated nation in the world and will continue to be for a very, very long time. We've got Scott Ritter's been burning it up lately. Man, he has just been calling Blinken every murderous name in the book. So,
as he should.
You brought this. Is this one of his rants?
Yeah, it's a good rant.
Okay, let's give it a listen.
It tells you is the control that Israel has over the American domestic political reality. Israel controls everything. We're not a sovereign state anymore. Israel literally has bought the American Congress and bought the American presidency and bought the American establishment. Where's the American media? You know, I was always one of those people that sort of got a little uneasy when people would put up the, the list of, media moguls in America and talked about how many of them were Jewish and how many had links to Israel. I'm like, oh, God, that's a little anti-Semitic, don't you think? Not anymore, because the silence of the American media is deafening. The American media is standing by and allowing Israel to commit genocide, and they're not doing a damn thing about it. This should be at the top of everybody's. This should be the lead story. They should be calling out the hypocrisy of the Biden administration. They should be condemning Benjamin Netanyahu. They should be condemning Israel, but they can't because Israel owns them. Israel owns everything. And so America is going to be sacrificed on the altar of Zionism, on the altar of this Israeli state. This is all about assuaging the ego of Benjamin Netanyahu, the world's most evil man.
Yep, exactly.
And if you don't think Israel runs this country, I would think again. They do. They own all of our politicians for the most part. They own most of the media, Western media. I mean, look at these lists of how many Zionists they employ, CNN, MSNBS, the rest of them. They own it, and the military-industrial
You're
complex.
Anti-Semitic if you say that, right?
I'm not anti-Semitic because
I know you're not.
Palestinians are Semitic people too. So whatever.
Exactly.
These are just Zionist monsters. That's all they are. Now, you did bring this one.
I did bring this one because the numbers are fucking shocking under it. So Scott Horton is reporting, let's see, this comes from Al Jazeera. It says, under the rubble, the missing in Gaza, finding the 7,000 Palestinians believed buried under collapsed buildings is becoming increasingly difficult. And another story is that there is 9,000 Palestinian children who have had at least one amputee of a limb and 1K children who endured it without any anesthesia. 1,000 children had to have a limb amputated without anesthesia.
How do they do that?
How do you say Israel's just pouring the love and with numbers like this shit?
Deborah Messing and the rest of these shit stains that support them, they're garbage. They're absolute garbage. As long as I've got left to live, I will never forgive them or Hollywood, any of them. Yeah. And you know what? It's gonna karma. If karma's a bitch, I would love to see karma come around on these assholes. And this guy right here, he's not worth the sewage he creates. He's such a just awful monster garbage animal. And I can't wait till we get all through this so I don't have to be so angsty. But here we go.
No, we'll get through it. We'll get through it.
For 6 months now, hit Iran. They have oil fields out in the open. They have the Revolutionary Guard headquarters you can see from space. Blow it off the map.
Yeah, this was our Christmas message that seemed to come from the far right, right? They had this major push over Christmas to, hey, let's just attack Iran.
And he does it so nonchalantly. It's like, just
do it.
Kill thousands and thousands of people and just devastate.
Yeah.
I mean,
bring me my mint julep and let's get to this.
They've had a hard on for Iran. I don't think Graham can get a hard on unless it is murder, death, kill. But
Bolton was out there too. On the next slide, we've got Bolton. He dropped a fucking pinned an article about the West may now have no option but to attack Iran.
Yeah, whatever. What do you mean no option? You always have options. The United States could stop it tomorrow. All they got to do is say, shut up. And Lindsey Graham is so deep in the closet that he can see Narnia. Yeah, he can see a lot of things. He's psychopath.
He can see Narnia. He's a psychopath. They're all psychopaths. But this was the consensus push over Christmas with all it. It's left and fucking right. The right is pushing for it, and the left is pushing for it. We need more war. We need more war. Yeah, because all of those freaking Raytheon and BlackRock and everybody that they're owned by, they want war.
Yeah, and when these congressmen, these senators, and representatives talk about, hey, but we're creating jobs. Oh, yeah, I want to go work in Arkansas. And
don't mine that phosphorus.
Yeah,
don't mine phosphorus.
I want to make that phosphorus so it burns little kids' skin off their bones. That's really what I want to do. That's how I want to create jobs, you piece of shit.
You're still not going to be able to afford to buy a house or a nice car. You'll be lucky if you can feed yourself on the wage that they give you anyways.
That's gone out the window. I wouldn't care. I would, I would keep living in a hovel if it would do it. Not that I have a choice, but Jeffrey Sachs sums it up here. You gotta love this guy. He nails it. You guys, this is something that I hope you go over there and share it and pass it around. This is a wake-up call for those who are in the eternal sleep. But give this a listen, Chanda. You're gonna love this.
The United States stands completely isolated globally for supporting Israel in this massacre. And the consequences of that are being felt all over the world in shifting alliances, in economic patterns, in changing geopolitical structures, even in the use of the dollar as currency and many other things. There is a seismic change of geopolitics underway in which the U.S. has chosen nearly total isolation in the world. I see it every day because my job is to be out in the world discussing issues of economic development and finance, the global economy, trade, the currency system. And what's happening is the U.S., so contrary to being what Biden in his fantasy thinks that the world looks to the U.S. for leadership, the world looks at the U.S. aghast. The U.S. stands alone with Israel. Of course, the world's even more aghast at what Israel is doing because we haven't had the real-time video feed of mass slaughter quite this way before. Of course, we've had war in our living rooms, on our social media or television broadcasts, but the real-time slaughter, and as President Erdogan said, of hospitals and schools, I would add mosques, apartment buildings, this is an attempt stated by the Israelis, although we don't want to hear it, so we try not to hear the actual words that are used, but to make Gaza uninhabitable. And that's got a purpose that also needs to be understood. Israel is not fighting Hamas. Israel is fighting for a greater Israel, which is a kind of messianic biblical idea that now is in political ascendancy in Israel that Israel has the right to control all of the area. It has the right to control the millions and millions of Palestinians because there's some zealots that believe, and they are powerful right now. God said so in the book of Joshua sometime around the 5th century BC. And you can't really make this up because this is 21st century stuff and it's devastating. And this is what we're siding with. I don't think Americans really understand what is motivating the Israelis. I don't think Americans understand the risk of this war widening very significantly, very dangerously, and very fast. This is what we're up against. And unfortunately, we have a president who's not effectively a president. I don't know what he is, but it's the worst foreign policy imaginable.
Yeah, it is the worst foreign policy imaginable. And I hope it follows him around till he's dirt in his grave, that piece of shit.
Well, how many years did it take for the rest of the world to take enough of Hitler's shit and the Nazi shit before they finally got together and said, okay, we got to knock this shit off and go after them?
Yeah,
I mean, that's what I'm thinking. The rest of the world is coming together against us. It's going to be a matter of fucking time. I mean, they're already crippling our dollar, inflation fucking wise. We are going to eat the worst fucking inflation the next year. 2024, you're not going to be able to afford to even live.
Yeah, we're arm in arm with the modern day Nazi over there at Netanyahu.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Biden,
exactly how I see us.
Yeah, it's horrible. Now, environmental bombs, Chanda, is that what this is?
Oh, well, yeah. Raytheon Technologies wanted you to know that a few people realize that the RIM-7 Sea Sparrow is the most environmentally friendly anti-aircraft missile produced anywhere. We're proud of our commitment to a better future for all the children of the world. Do good things. Be greener with Raytheon. And that's old. It's from a couple years ago, but yeah.
Engines full power and liftoff.
This is Space War.
The U.S. military launched its secretive X-37B robot spaceplane on Thursday. The plane blasted off from Cape Canaveral atop a SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket, which is capable of delivering it to a higher orbit.
They had to have SpaceX to get up there.
The U.S. Space Force conducted the launch, which came after more than 2 weeks of false starts and delays due to poor weather and technical issues. It's the spaceplane's 7th mission since 2010. The Pentagon has given few details about how high it will fly this time, but looking at official statements, industry analysts and amateur space trackers speculate the X-37B may be bound for a highly elliptical orbit around Earth, or even a path that could swing it out to the vicinity of the Moon, a region of space in which the Pentagon has taken an increasing interest. The spaceplane is also carrying a NASA experiment to study how plant seeds are affected by prolonged exposure to the harsh environment of
What else
radiation
is
in
it
space.
carrying?
The ability to grow crops in space has
It's
major
going to the moon.
implications
We're
for
fighting over
keeping
the moon with
astronauts
China right
alive
now.
during future long-term missions to the moon and Mars. Thursday's launch comes 2 weeks after China blasted its own equally secretive Shenlong robot spaceplane
The space
on a launch
war.
system less powerful than SpaceX's rocket. Still, as the US-China rivalry in space heats up, Space Force General B. Chan Saltzman had earlier this month said he expected China to launch Shenlong around the same time as the X-37B in what's seen as a competitive move. X-37B's mission is expected to last until 2026.
Yeah, sorry that clip was low. Sometimes we just can't get them any higher because of the way they're produced. But basically, that's Space Wars is what's going on. Space Force and X will launch this satellite that's going to go to the fucking moon, and we're fighting China over it.
If that's actually what it's going to do,
right? That's what the public's told.
They
exactly.
can have pinpoint nukes that that can hit take out people on the planet. So
right.
That's
I don't trust anything they tell us.
I don't trust anything they say anymore. And they're investing so much in destroying things. They have to cover it with a story. Oh, we're going to take seeds up there to see how they grow. Bullshit.
How does the radiation affect them? I don't know. How does the radiation affect the astronauts that you sent up there in the 60s? You guys tell me.
Yeah, you tell me. You brought this. This is really sad to see.
Yeah, we were just talking about it. To me, it's the same goddamn thing. Of course, we started getting videos and pictures out of these concentration camps this week, and it's disgusting. And of course, this is just a reminder that BDS works, and don't buy anything that is, even at Costco, they're selling Israeli dates, and don't buy them.
Yeah, I see that that McDonald's is suing the protesters in Romania for the BDS people for boycotting them. They're getting sued.
Yeah, they're trying to make it illegal. They want to fine you if you support BDS.
They take away your freedom of speech and oh, you sound like a right winger. No, I want my freedom of fucking speech, you guys. That's what's in the Constitution, no matter what side of the political shit show you're on. It's a fact. We're supposed to have freedom of speech, not be censored by our government, which is out of effing control.
But it's not your government. It's a private company. Like, did you see that T-Mobile can now fucking fine you? They can fine you for hate speech on a text message.
On
like,
a text
what
message.
the fuck?
Yeah, I did not vet that story.
I told T-Mobile to suck it years ago.
If that's true, and I started out with T-Mobile, and frankly, back when they had that little gal in the pink umbrella.
They were always a scam.
I always liked them. I thought they were okay.
Oh, I
but
always
you know
fought
what?
with them.
You know, one of the worst things about T-Mobile that I had, one of my biggest pet peeves, they couldn't put a bench or anything in their damn offices when you went to get a phone to sit down because the lines were out the door. Assholes. Right. This guy right here, I hope he never gets another good night's sleep in his life.
This is so gross.
You brought this.
So Anthony Blinken tweeted out 2 days ago, it has been an extraordinary, dangerous year for press around the world. Many killed, many more wounded, hundreds detained, attacked, threatened, and injured simply for doing their jobs. I'm profoundly grateful to the press for getting accurate, timely information to people.
Yeah.
Fuck off,
Fuck
Anthony Blinken.
off, you lying. I don't know, but
Free Julian Assange. Free Julian Assange. What about the 107 journalists that have been killed in Gaza? Like, the hypocrisy is absolutely disgusting, especially at the holidays, to be out there tweeting this shit out.
Wasn't it you and I talking about how bad this guy looks? He looks like out of Dark Crystal. He's got the big rings and bags under his eyes and stuff. He's terrible.
Well, yeah, they sucked his soul out long ago, if he even had one with the family he grew up in.
Soul. Now, I don't know. This is from Louis F. This montage video is funny because it's true. I hope it is true, but it is funny. And you know how much I love The View. It's my favorite thing.
No, not the poo.
It's the poo.
I wish the social media companies would come together and eliminate anonymous users for the very fact that misinformation is spreading at a ridiculous level. When we were talking about...
in the past 7 years alone, it's undeniably evident that the misinformation with tangible societal impact originates solely from mainstream media, including people like you. So before advocating for social media to take away free speech and whistleblower protection, try to look inwards. You may just be stupid or deliberately dishonest.
I love that.
Oh, whoopee. Joy. That was freaking hilarious.
That was funny. And they got
I wish somebody would do that to them in real life.
Oh, God, so do I. I wish somebody would stop this guy and educate him. You brought this.
Did I even cut it? Please tell me I don't have to listen to like 3 minutes of him. Oh, it's 1:30. I guess I could handle that. So, yeah, this is some more pandering BS from him. And just go ahead and play it.
Okay. Do you have your barf bag handy? I might need to borrow it. I'm going to fill mine up.
Yeah.
Over 100 years ago, during World War I, the Ottoman Empire perpetrated the first genocide of the modern era.
He wants to talk about genocides, just his.
Ethnic Armenians. That ethnic cleansing wiped out thousands of years of Armenian presence in Anatolia.
Have to listen to the whole thing.
Today, the oldest
no,
of
you can
all
kill it whenever.
Armenian territories is
you get the
now
point.
Victim of an ethnic cleansing campaign. This time, it's our side.
I think Sabrina ran this on her show last
We're
night.
seeing an ethnic cleansing genocide, yes, and it's being done by Israel, which do you see he's like doing a big a conference with Shmuley coming up? Oh my gosh, how gross.
When is this?
Well, go whale watching in Hawaii with RFK Jr. and Cheryl Hines, because how else would you get in touch with the everyday working poor of this country?
He had another one. You can go falconing with him.
Yeah, a day of falconry or a day of whale watching in Hawaii.
Who's he trying to connect with? This guy is, all he's doing is he is trying to get access through.
He's there to take votes.
By taking votes. He can use that against Trump or Biden, Chanda. He can use it. He can take votes, and that gives him power. It's kind of like force the vote. Well, he's going to these tweener states that Biden barely made it, and he's winning those states.
Oh, yeah.
And
it's so hard watching people fall for him, though. You know, I still have communication with a lot of people that I was in the Democratic Party with that were disenfranchised after the Bernie shit, and they're falling for RFK Jr. And I keep sending them, I just pounding them with information like, how do you support this? Why would you support this? Ask him about this, you know? And I'm seeing more and more jump ship and just not be able to justify supporting him.
Yeah, hey, everybody, he's just another lying politician. I mean, go whale watching with the guy and see how you do. You know?
Yeah.
I mean...
And you know that's probably already pre-picked. They have already got the cog they want, so that way they can get a good PR. I mean, come on. It's Hollywood. Well, it's probably an actor that they're going to put in that spot.
How much you want to bet that this whale-watching venture is sponsored by AIPAC or one of their subsidiaries?
Yes. Yes, I'm sure the Day of Falconry was too.
Yeah,
maybe it was sponsored by Shmuley's daughter's butt plug company. I know, the Israeli butt plugs. Yeah,
horrible visuals there, Shando.
Hey, I don't sell them; they do.
You got this. Here you go.
Polling shows student debt policy may be killing Biden. Not fast enough.
Oh my God, you didn't say that. No, it's.
Could the disappearance of certain benefits be causing Biden's weakness among young voters in particular? I don't think so. I think that they're threw this out there to cover up because the young voters know what's going on in Gaza, and that is why they are dumping Biden. And Genocide Joe says, no money for the poor, billions more for endless war. Yeah, that's what he says.
That's exactly what it is. And this is a scam. This is a complete scam. Billions and billions of dollars to Ukraine, a war that the Ukrainians could never win, mathematically or otherwise. And then now funnel all that money over to Israel so they can knock down their parking lot and then rebuild their shit there.
No, but you haven't heard the mainstream shitlib media is saying that, hey, they got victories all over in Ukraine, man. Ukraine's winning, and they're pushing Putin back. And Putin's people are literally going to be so upset with him, they're going to coup him. That's what they believe.
They're not winning shit. They're just making a play for more money. Biden is hollering, oh, they're on a roll. We need to give them more money, just like Israel needs this money. So here's a little graphic that I have not vetted, but it sounds about right to me. Student loan for the American, free education for the Israeli, most expensive health care, free health care for Israelis, 577,000 homeless, which I think is low.
That's way low. Are you kidding?
2,250 homeless in Israel. Highest rates of depression worldwide. And the sixth happiest nation. Sixth happiest nation. How are they the sixth happiest nation? Really? How are they?
I'm just trying to wrap my mind around that fucking number of homeless because that is so far off. I was thinking, I just saw a report where there's that many homeless in California, not in the United States. Like,
okay. More growing every day. Everybody.
Yeah.
Numbers,
they can be made up.
Now, this was a team effort here. I did the upscale on Obama. I hope you don't
mind. Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't mind. Obama and Cheney are cousins. Okay.
Ew.
Well, they're all related. We know that, right? Well, they're all related.
Yeah,
remember that girl who did the science fair thing, and they're all connected.
The evil cabal is, yes, it is related. You brought your girlfriend here. Is this for real? Is this... No?
Oh my gosh, she's a dandelion.
She's a dandelion?
Yeah, I hear it from her.
Hi, I'm Hillary Clinton, and I'm a dandelion. And that means that I am all in on making sure that we tell the story of climate change and what it's going to do to our lives if we don't act now.
Yes, you useless eaters, you're breathing again. So she's got to be a dandelion now.
Yeah, we're gonna put you out of your misery.
We're gonna get striked down for hate speech tonight.
I'm not hating on anybody. I'm just telling what other people are saying. Are we about out of this? Because my brain is starting to melt. You brought a United spot.
Yes, we're on United spot now.
Yeah,
so
right.
The Epstein client list. What is a Epstein client list?
Welcome back to Jeopardy. Hillary, it's your turn.
I'll take Ghislaine Maxwell for $500.
In 2022, She became the first person to be convicted of trafficking children to nobody. Bill C.
Who's Ghislaine Maxwell?
Correct.
I'll take the Lolita Express for 200.
This plane had a pilot that flew nobody, nowhere. Bill C.
What is the Lolita Express?
Correct.
I'll take Epstein's client list for 200.
This popular client list has nobody's name on it. Hillary?
What is Epstein's client list?
Correct.
I'll take Epstein Island for 200.
This popular island was a vacation destination for almost everybody in politics in Hollywood.
Yes.
Bill C.
What is Epstein's? What is Gilligan's Island?
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. Hillary?
What is Fantasy Island?
Nope.
Fantasy
Bill G.
Island?
What is Temptation Island?
No, I'm sorry. The correct answer is, what is Epstein Island? Hillary, your turn.
I'll take Jeffrey Epstein for 200.
This popular prisoner did not kill himself. Bill G.
Who is Elvis?
No, that's not right. Bill C.
Who's Michael Jackson?
No, I'm sorry. Hillary?
Who's Ray Liotta?
No, the correct answer is, who is Jeffrey Epstein?
I've never heard of him. Yeah, first time I heard that name.
You learn something new every day.
Weird.
And that's our show. Join us next week when we find out who was on Epstein's client list.
Oh my God, that was good.
Gosh.
Love
So
that.
terrible.
Love that. What did you bring Nikki Haley?
Oh, Icky Haley has been stepping in it all freaking week. Okay, so the first clip, she gets asked about what was behind the Civil War, and she forgets to talk about slavery. So you can play it. I think it's short.
Please, what was the cause of the United States Civil War?
Well, don't come with an easy question or anything. I mean, I think the cause of the Civil War was basically how government was going to run, the freedoms and what people could and couldn't do. What do you think the cause of the Civil War was?
Always flip it on him. That's number one rule. Like, I'm not running for president.
I mean, I think it always comes down to the role of government.
Look at those
we need to
mooks
have
sitting there
capitalism.
behind
We
her.
need to have economic freedom. We need to make sure that we do all
That Ben
things
Shapiro.
so that individuals have the liberties so that they can
Liberty,
have freedom of
liberty,
speech, freedom
freedom,
of religion,
freedom,
to
freedom,
do
liberty.
or be anything they want to be without government getting in the way.
Oh, God.
She really thinks that's what the Civil War was about.
What do you want me to say about slavery?
That was the cause of the Civil War?
Next question.
That was painful.
Okay, so she took a shit ton of heat for it, and here's her recanting and trying to cover her ass yesterday.
I guess if you grow up in the South, it's a given that it's about slavery. To me, it was about freedom. What do you do? It's bigger than slavery. That was such a stain on our history. But what do you take from it going forward? Yes, of course, slavery can never happen again. But going forward, doesn't that mean we should focus on the freedoms of people to live their life, not to have government, not to have any other person tell them what they can and can't do? That's been trampled on the past few years. That's the part we've got to make sure we never take anything away from. So look, I mean, you guys can make it about something else, but if you look at my record in South Carolina, we dealt with this a whole lot more than most people. And what I'll tell you is, yes, you can acknowledge a point in history, but what do you do with that point in history? You got to make sure the lessons constantly go forward so that we never see it again.
Because she learned so much that she even knew what it was fucking about.
That wasn't word salad. That was word cesspool. That was just totally.
She's icky.
She's icky, and
that's why we call her Icky Haley.
I'll be shocked if Trump picks her for VP. Truly, I really.
I hope not. I really hope not.
I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't. So, Sabby.
He'd have a better chance with Vivek, I think.
He would. Yeah. Sabby says. CNN should be embarrassed for defending Nikki Haley's comment about the Civil War. The South didn't want to end slavery. Caitlin is making excuses for Nikki because that's who the donors want. Black people, once again, they minimize our history. And I agree with Sabby. Absolutely. Listen to this shit.
Nikki Haley is in New Hampshire tonight making her case to voters. She's been doing this repeatedly. She was asked tonight, just a few moments ago, by a voter about what was the cause of the Civil War. This is how she responded.
What was the cause of the United States Civil War?
Oh, we already watched this.
I know.
Well, don't come with an easy question or anything. I mean, I think the cause of the Civil War was basically how government was going to run.
Now, it's not your average town hall question, but she did seem surprised by it, and the voter, as you could hear there, called her out for not mentioning slavery. What do you make of that answer?
Listen to this bullshit.
Yeah, if I were her, that would have been pretty easy to just say that and move on. But it's also, I think, pretty clear that that voter was kind of trying to catch her and saying something that would potentially make her less appealing to those independent voters in New Hampshire that she's going to rely on so heavily. So this was an easy question to answer. I wish she had answered it using the easy word, say slavery. There's a disagreement in our country about it. But ultimately, I don't think it's actually going to hurt her standing one way or another with Republican primary voters at this point.
Ew, that was cream of bullshit.
Yeah, that was cream of bullshit. And, you know, they're just like minimizing it when they should have been deconstructing her on that. So they're not doing the job. We've got this. You brought this. This is sick.
I did have to throw this on the deck. So Senator Sanders has tested positive for COVID-19 during a Senate break as infections rise nationally. Should have got his booster.
Should have got his booster. I hope
everybody knows they're safe and effective.
Yeah, admittedly he's getting older, but look at him. He doesn't look so good these days.
No, he hasn't looked good since they sucked his soul out at the end of 2016.
Once you bend the knee to Beelzebub and Biden and Netanyahu and stuff, you're done. And I want the guy to retire in shame. That's what I want, because he's one of the most horrible con men we've had next to Barack Obama.
You're breaking my heart, Fredo.
You look good in the clown outfit here. Look at that.
I could be a clown most days.
Good. Halloween's not too far away. Oh, wait. What is this? What is this you brought here?
This is just a funny little TikTok.
I don't run to get ready for bikini season. I run so that in the year 2030, when I'm locked out of my electric car for having a bad social credit score, I can get outside the 15-minute city limits and escape the United Nations robocops that are after me for having a steak after I've reached my CO2 limit.
After I see.
That's why we run, guys. That's why we get in shape, so we can escape our FEMA camp.
Yeah, we need to escape our FEMA camp. That's for dang sure. I don't want to skip that. You brought the doggy one here. This is
the dogs. What to do if your dog seems racist? And I couldn't help but point out that this little beam here, it says, people just don't respect journalists anymore. Yeah, man, it's hard out here. And the next one says 34 things that I could shove inside my ass.
Yeah, that's great.
These stupid headlines like this, I mean, they're just filler crap. Go ahead and click on it, and there's literally a paragraph with somebody's opinion, and they put it off as an article.
Yeah.
Gross.
They do that.
Not journalism. This is not fucking journalism.
No,
right
this
here.
is filler. This is distraction filler is what you get in the mass media. And if you'll notice, when you're watching your Netflix or Amazon Prime, speaking of Amazon Prime, Chanda.
It's on the deck. Yeah, it's on the deck for Hollywood.
We'll talk about that for Hollywood.
Yeah.
Our executive producer did some artwork here. Is that a celery stalk there? What is that? That's a little squiggly line there. I
don't know. I think I know what it looks
penis.
Like. It's a penis. Oh
nice
my God.
Penis. My brain's broken, Linda.
That's okay. We've been drawing penises on walls since we could draw.
Yeah,
so
here we go. Here we go. From the river to the river, the Shawnee will seed.
From the river to the river, the Shawnee will seed. December 30th, the Treaty of St. Louis, actually a series of 14 treaties, were signed between the U.S. government and various indigenous tribes from 1804 to 1825, with all treaty signings taking place in or around St. Louis, Missouri. The Treaty of St. Louis between the U.S. and the Shawnee Nation, signed on November 7, 1825, was proclaimed a month and a half later on this date of the same year. Working with explorer and government agent William Clark, Shawnee delegates agreed to cede lands to the U.S. in return for $11,000 and a 5-year lease on a blacksmith shop, tools included, plus 300 pounds of iron annually. Supposedly, peace and friendship between the two nations were renewed and perpetuated. But that seems unlikely. I'm no real estate agent, but even using $1825, I think the Shawnee got screwed out of their land. The leased blacksmith shop should have been a deal breaker. But maybe nobody thought to ask, after 5 years, how much land do we get back? Who doesn't get screwed when negotiating with the U.S. government? Fucking nobody, that's who. The U.S. will not enter into an agreement where they can't fuck somebody over. #Evil Empire.
Wow.
Nice. Nailed it, Linda.
Nailed
that
it.
was a
And
good one.
she's getting fancy with her graphics and her engineering and everything. Well done,
awesome.
Linda.
That was well
Nailed
done.
it. That was beautiful. Beautiful.
That was.
Is this our friend from Truth Stream?
This is True Stream. Yeah, this is Melissa Drake. Now, I stumbled across this. This is old. This is from 2014. Now, you remember, time flies so fast that we forgot about Agenda 21. Remember this?
Yeah.
We lived through it. We all lived through it. If you're here today, you're breathing, you lived through Agenda 21. But yeah, she was calling it out back then for what it was. This is kind of cute.
Well, I'm a 21st century mom, and I want to make sure that my children are prepared for the Agenda 21 future that's unfolding all around us right now. That's why I've converted a room in our house to my daughter's new bedroom. Because Al Gore says we have too much space. It's actually just a closet. We've got to protect the Earth because humans are using up all of the Earth's resources. And even though there are mega corporations that are spewing bioavailable heavy metals and poisonous chemicals into the environment at a rate that we could never as individuals match in our lifetimes, it's been shown that single-family homes really are the problem here. If you really love the planet, you should be willing to live in as small of a space as physically possible. The social engineers plan to double all the mega regions across the country by 2050. People are going to need to learn how to live with a lot less. I mean, look how cool this is. This is awesome. What kid wouldn't want to live in such an awesome, cool, trendy, hip room?
Yeah, help me.
We're going to turn her old room into a tree nursery so we can plant trees for the Earth. Humans have too much space anyway, and nobody wants to feel all that yucky green guilt. And what people think of as cramped is actually really good for the environment and sustainable and stuff like that. Among other things we've been doing as a family, we've been practicing breathing less so we don't use as much oxygen. I try to breathe mostly through my nose.
Breathe less, yeah.
Besides, she's gonna need to make sure she's paying all her carbon taxes. It's because we exist. That's what's destroying the planet, okay? I've read this. I saw it in Mother Jones. So, actually, we have to take bicycles a lot, which for a family of 4 is kind of tough on the highway, but I figure if I accidentally get killed, that'll just be one less human hurting the planet. Oh, you should really try it yourself with some of the closets in your house. Oh, it's still your choice. Brought to you by the Al Gore worshipping yuppies who think humans reproducing is socially irresponsible because there's just too many of us and we're all like psychopathic earth murderers club.
Help me, please. Yeah,
that was cute.
I think that's coming to towns these days. I think that's what's happening. I mean, my house isn't that big. Your house isn't that big. But
That's an amazing apartment in New York.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I watched those TikToks about those tiny ass apartments. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're like those in Japan. They have those honeycomb cubes where you just
they're cubes.
You slide into them and you've got your shit in there. You slide out and you're good to go.
Yeah,
so good.
I'm too claustrophobic for that crap, man.
Good one you bring. Now, I think we.
This was just fucking funny. Okay, so the Vanguard tweets out this John Fetterman, and it says John Fetterman has had 8 years to apologize for pulling a gun on a black jogger in 2013, but still refuses. Why? And Vanguard says, starting to seriously wonder if the progressive cosplay by Fetterman was just a cynical ploy to get the left to ignore his past behavior. He played us like fiddles. And RBN says, imagine how dumb you have to be tricked by John Fetterman. these social dims thought Fetterman was a progressive because he wore a hoodie and shorts. Deeply unserious people.
Break it off in their eye, Nick. We love it. We love it. We
How
love
dumb do
it.
you have to be to get duped by Fetterman? I love that.
Oh, my God. You brought the fee says tonight.
Fee says, told ya.
Told ya.
Okay, so Javier Maloney, is that how you say it?
Javier I thought it was a Melanie, but it's a Malay, I think.
Malay, okay. So he informed of Argentina's withdrawal from BRICS through a letter addressed to Lula. And Fee goes, told ya, thought he was going to face opposition from within. This is the beginning of the end for Argentina in many ways. You can't gut everything. Rely on the dollar instead of strengthening your own currency. Sell your lithium to the West and expect anything less.
Nailed
Fee did tell us.
Fee. Yeah, Fee.
Yep. Fee told us
She's been telling you. So anyway, I like it when
he says
when we do see some of our sisters, brothers, and some people get critical. Oh, they're just saying I told you so. Everybody else said that too. No, they didn't. No, they
everybody was banging the bandwagon for this guy, and Fee and Pasta were on the convo couch saying, "No fucking way, no fucking way,
no way." And it's cream of bullshit time.
Cream of bullshit.
And you started out with MSNBS.
Well, okay, so we have to talk about them kicking Trump off another fucking state ballot. Of course, he got put back on Colorado, but in the same day, he got kicked off another one. So let's hear what MSNBC has to say.
Professor Blight, we've heard a lot about the 14th Amendment lately. Our next guest in the next segment, Secretary of State of Maine, who, on the basis of the 14th Amendment, issued a decision today saying Donald Trump cannot be on the ballot, presidential ballot in Maine because he participated in insurrection. You are an expert on many things.
Because he participated in insurrection, because he's never been found guilty of that.
But from your detailed understanding of the history of the 14th Amendment, what do you make of what we've seen occur in Colorado using the 14th Amendment, now Maine, to say Donald Trump cannot be on the ballot?
Well, thanks for that question, because perhaps the one thing that President Trump has given us in these last 7 years is a constitutional education. First of all, it is absolutely clear that Section 3 of the 14th Amendment says no one who took an oath to the United States government and then engaged in insurrection or aided and abetted an insurrection against that government shall ever again hold office without Congress voting 2/3 in their favor. The text is clear here. Make no mistake, and many constitutional lawyers have argued this. It's the politics that, of course, is not clear. And we could end up with, and I've read the decision by the Secretary of State in Maine, and on at least 2 of the 3 lawsuits. The third one didn't make much sense. She's dead right on the text of the law.
She's
now,
not.
The other thing people should understand is that Section 3 of the 14th about anyone engaging in insurrection is part of an omnibus bill. It's a great omnibus bill.
The omnibus bill.
He's full of shit.
I know.
He hasn't been charged. He hasn't.
That's cream of bullshit for you. Total cream of fucking bullshit.
Oh, God. What's Vivek got to say here?
Well, Vivek's pissed off about it. And, I'm not a big Vivek fan, but I think that he's right with the stance that he's taken in supporting Trump. So let's hear from Fox, cream of bullshit.
He is. Vivek, the secretaries of states in 2020, secretaries of states, one individual would come in and wipe away the laws of the legislature and say, because of COVID, I'm changing mail-in balloting. One person changing election rules. That was 2020. 2024, one person saying I'm disenfranchising Trump voters. Your thoughts?
Well, look, Kaylee, I think you phrased it well, but I would say that this is not an action of one person. This is the action of an entire system that has an anaphylactic reaction to one man. And I think they're dropping the breadcrumbs. They're making it clearer by the day. I'm concerned that they will not allow this man to get anywhere near the start line of the election, let alone the finish line. And I say this as somebody who's running in the same race as Donald Trump. This is not how we should want to win. So I stand by the pledge I made earlier on the back of the Colorado decision, and I reiterate it today, that I will voluntarily, as a Republican candidate, remove myself from any GOP primary ballot where one of my competitors, Donald Trump included, is forcibly removed through this unconstitutional maneuver. And I think one thing that the other Republican candidates can do, Kaylee, is to fight against this, to say that Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley and Chris Christie do the same thing, that if Maine is going to do this, we then take Maine out of the GOP primary process.
Yeah. So if they take Maine out, they can just do a caucus and select them anyway, right?
I don't know what means the way their elections are set up. I knew Colorado was going to be a joke. I knew that, it would get put back on. Maine, I don't know the play-by-plays on it yet,
listen,
but
well, let me ask
more
you.
states are going to do this, so this is what the Dems do.
They're taking all the other candidates in other states off the ballot, Marianne Williamson and Dr. West, and they're taking them off the ballot in these other states. It's not just Trump.
They did the same shit to Bernie.
This is the Democrat machine at work, thwarting whatever kind of democracy that you think you have.
You don't have democracy. Stop it.
So
Yeah.
what's Chrissy got?
Oh,
What's
okay.
Fredo?
This is the worst. Like, I got to tell you, since we brought News Nation to Cream of Bullshit, they seem to be winning the Cream of Bullshit every goddamn week because they are the most full of shit I'm noticing here. And they, of course, so on the Saturday or Sunday morning talk shows, there's been this push for a Black Swan event.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
have you heard them talking
I just
about?
started hearing
It's
that
going
2
to
weeks
change
ago. What the hell?
everything.
They
Yes,
pull that out of
that
their
is the
ass?
fucking CIA deep state narrative right now. They're really pushing this fear of a Black Swan event. But this was the first time I ever saw them tie that Black Swan event to Putin. And just listen to this hunk of garbage.
Oh, my.
There, a longtime CIA veteran says Vladimir Putin's days are numbered. Jack Devine, who once served as the CIA's acting director of operations, says he believes the Russian president will be overthrown by members of his own government, possibly by this time next year.
Really?
Devine says Putin's refusal to end the war in Ukraine, despite mounting casualties, will lead to his eventual downfall. And Jack Devine joins us now live. He served in the CIA for more than 32 years before founding the international intelligence and crisis management firm, the Arkin Group. Jack, an honor to have you on the show this morning.
Well, thank you. It's great to be on.
Well, the war in Ukraine, as you know, it's now nearing its 2-year mark. And regarding the future of Vladimir Putin, you have recently said the chances of a coup from his inner circle are increasing, saying, quote, "It'll be a surprise. There's always what we call a black swan that appears from nowhere." Jack, what do you mean by that, and why now?
Well, I think there's two points in that. One is the black swan, which is unpredictable, and the timeline is uncertain. And we saw that with Prigozhin. No one anticipated that. So that could happen, right? That's not predictable. I've been saying for a long time that once he crossed the border into Ukraine back in February, 2 years ago, he created his own demise.
So there you go. They're trying to say that, Putin's inner government. You can go watch the clip. It's on News Nation. But no, they're so full of shit. They're just fed Western AP media lies about the Ukrainian fucking war. They don't have a clue of what's actually happening on the inside of Russia other than what their CAI assets fucking tell them to say. And if something does happen, I would be prone to believe that the CIA is involved and is working something from the inside if there is a coup.
It's been a false flag to get the American public pissed off at other countries, Putin, and Hamas, and Iran, Iraq for years. That's how they get these things going. So one of these days, everybody will wise up together, I hope. We brought Neil Says a couple weeks ago, and it went over well. So we're going to do this again because not only do I like his accent, I like the content that he says. So here we go, calling it like it is. New Year's rant.
Well, I mean, I suppose really the thing to say is that, here we are together at the end of another year. And in the circumstances, I would say that it's no small thing to know and to be able to say that we are together. We happy few, we band of brothers and sisters and fellow time travellers. I say it's been a year unlike any I remember living through before.
I agree.
Strange years seem to follow strange years at the moment, but 2023 was, well, one of a kind, let's say. I have, at the moment, particularly acutely, a strange sense of being in limbo, a feeling of waiting, with my shoulders hunched as though ready to
Feel
absorb
like that, Chanda?
another blow to the head. But it's also been a year of vital lessons learned, eye-opening lessons that, for those who've been paying attention, have let us see more clearly than before. I would say it's as though we had cataracts removed from our eyes, letting in the light instead of the steady darkening greyness that was there before that was preventing us from seeing what was right in front of us. This time, this space between Christmas and New Year is tailor-made for reflection, really. It's a time to take stock, to tally the accounts and whatever. And what I see most clearly is that, well, I say the foe, the enemy, those ranged against our way of life, our liberty and the rest, they're completely revealed now. The mask is off, and they've shown themselves for what they are. It's a bit like that. It's a bit like that bit in the movie where, the kidnapper takes the mask off, and you think, oh, right, that's different. They don't care that we can see them. Which probably means they're going to kill us. But it's a bit like that. They don't seem to care that we can see them. I know that there's people listening to this all over the world, but here in the UK, just as a for instance, we are misled really, by people we didn't vote for. We have wee Rishi Sunak as Prime Minister, wee Rishi in his tiny, tiny suit. We have Jeremy Hunt, no pun intended, as Chancellor. We've got David Cameron, another of the unflushables, a sometime Prime Minister. As far as I know, he was in a caravan somewhere writing his memoir, but he's back, installed as Foreign Secretary. And we had no say in any of that. We the people. We the electorate. Nowadays, the clowns just appoint each other. And I hate clowns. They have no legitimacy, these people squatting in the Palace of Westminster at the moment. They have no legitimacy, and, which is worse, they evidently don't care that we know they have no legitimacy. They don't care. They have nothing at all to give, and their eyes on everything they plan to take. They stand for nothing. No principles, no grand narrative. They stand for nothing except colluding in the asset stripping of everything they can see around them, to which they are demonstrably feel entitled to help themselves. These people are empty voids, hollow, sock puppets. They're utterly without substance. They are absences rather than presences, them and all their accursed kind. And if you needed to see how much they care about the people, consider the all but empty chamber for the debate about excess deaths. It's one example among many, but it's all you needed to see. People are dying by the thousands every week and have been for months and years, and they care not a jot. And so for them, there's no point even in acknowledging the ever-increasing numbers. A few thousand here, a few thousand there. What does it matter to them?
Yeah, this is a great rant, and he gets into the second part of this rant. Go over there, check it out, Neil Oliver's New Year's rant. But this, to me, Chanda, is just exemplary of what is going on in the United States government, the Canadian government, the Australian government, the German government, the European Parliament, that Ursula von der Leyen. They don't give a shit about what the public wants. We have had mass protests around the world.
Third World Economic Forum. They've been that. But I got to be honest. I don't know of Neil's work too much. I've came across him, of course, on Twitter. And for some reason, I filed him in a lane that I just don't pay too much attention to. So I agree with what he said.
No,
yeah, absolutely.
I've been watching. Well, we watch Moats, Mother All Talk Shows with Galloway.
Yeah, I really like Joey.
They're on the same page, pretty much, that I can tell. Neil's very well spoken. Like I said, I love his accents. Right. I love their catchphrases. He's easy to listen to. He doesn't break my brain like some of.
Right. No, I absolutely. I loved how he described exactly what it's been like this year. We are all tense and ready to take a fucking blow.
It's not just the United States. It's dancing to the drummer of the WEFs and the APACs and everything. It's Australia. Yeah. It's Canada. It's all these countries.
It's the top 1% crushing the rest of us.
Yeah. So, and they don't give a shit anymore. They do it right in front of your face because what are they going to do about it?
They have unmasked. They are. Come on, come at me. Yeah, exactly.
You have a question?
What are you going to do?
You have a question here for.
I had to add this question last minute today. So, question: if you were the last man on Earth and these were the last 4 women on Earth, and you needed to reproduce, who would you pick? Who would you pick? This is a tough one, guys. I can't even come up with an answer. Like, this one breaks my brain.
You have to pick one, too. So, or you could commit seppuku, one or the other. I don't know. So,
I'd take Nancy.
Who take Nancy?
4737.
4737.
She has had the most work done. I can see that. That's a good argument. Okay, that was a valid argument. I don't know. Oz, what are you taking? You're still thinking. Your brain's broke. See, I told you this breaks your brain.
I take Michelle Obama.
Oh, Big Mike.
Big Mike. I take Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Yeah, I would. If I had to, that's what I would do. So, yeah. Well, SFT, I'll let you know.
I'd be scared to be in a room with Hillary Clinton, honestly.
I'd be scared to be in a room with any of them. You know, I used to think Maxine Waters was something special, but she's not.
Oh God, yeah. I was back in the day. I thought so too.
She's not. You brought this.
Yeah. So let me see. The longer I live, the more I'm convinced that this planet is used for other planets as a lunatic asylum.
It is.
I think it absolutely is. Older boomers won the pandemic after becoming a whopping $14 trillion richer, Fed data reveals. And Gen X, they're losing the race. I know we're losing the race. You don't have to tell us. We know.
Yeah, they are losing the race. Did you bring salty crackers?
Salty. Yeah, this is old. This happened, I want to say, this is 22. But I've never seen it, and I thought it was funnier and shit. So I've brought it for you guys to see, too.
I'm going to show you a video that is probably going to make chicks pregnant. So there's a crazy video of the ATF going to a house, and the ATF is like, hey, you know, you bought some guns. We need to see if you still have them because of straw purchase. A complete violation of your Second Amendment, your Fourth Amendment, and just, you know, basic common sense and humanity. Here's where the ATF agents, they go to one dude's house, and the dude goes, oh yeah, I'm going to go get it. Hold on a second. Closes the door, calls the cops, and goes, there's somebody like pretended to be a cop who wants to see my guns. And that's how you get this confrontation right here.
Hey, turn around. Let me see your hands. Turn around. Let me see your hands. Okay, let me see your hands. I need to see some ID. Get on the ground. Get on the ground now. Get on the ground. Get on the ground now.
I'm a federal agent.
917-110-3.
I'm a federal agent.
Get on the ground so I can find out who you are.
It ain't happening.
This is how you get shot.
I got my ID.
Do not reach for your waist. Keep your hands up.
Dude, why would I have an Oleg shit?
Get your hands up. Get on the ground.
Face down
now.
Face down. You guys are making a big mistake.
You are the one making the mistake.
And then he finally sees I get on the ground. I'm a federal agent. If that got you off, have a cigarette. Get ready for round 2 because it gets way better.
Wait a second. Do not resist. I'm not resisting. You're acting like a moron.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. No, don't do this. Wait a second. I got a medical condition. Get my license out of my pocket.
We're getting you secured first.
Please, wait. No. Hold on. I'm hyperventilating.
I can't breathe.
I'm not.
Stop resisting.
Would you please get my ID out of my left pocket?
Stop
I'm
resisting.
begging you. My wife's pregnant. Please.
My wife's pregnant. Where did that come from?
Sir, please.
Yo, get your taser out.
My federal friend.
Get your taser out, gentlemen.
No, don't do that. Don't make me. Don't do that. Okay.
Get him cuffed. Get him cuffed.
Don't taste me, bro. I'm a federal agent. Oh, fuck you, Patriots not win. Somebody show me Nancy Pelosi's floppy tits.
Oh,
quick.
my God.
Medical emergency.
He's terrible.
Oh, salty. So salty. I'd never seen that encounter before. I just thought it was hilarious when they F up and go after one of their own.
I'll take a smile in this nightmare we're living in, this Twilight Zone.
Was this funny? No, it wasn't funny because that's just how insane our police are that they respond even to themselves that way.
Yeah, and they just killed a 60-some-odd-year-old black gentleman the other day, tasering him to death for nothing.
Oh, here in Tacoma, 3 cops just got off in Pierce County for murdering somebody, and they let them walk it.
Pierce, don't go to Pierce County, you'll die.
Pierce County, Pierce or King County, man.
Yeah, they're
So
absolutely, they're horrendous. They are absolutely horrendous. I brought this one. People born before 1990, what trivial skill do you possess that no one else uses anymore?
Oh, I can do this. Okay, so I know how to get an original Nintendo cartridge to play. You have to pull it out and blow on it. I know how to fix a regular cassette tape. If the tape is broke, you just put a little bit of Scotch tape on there and you can get your tape to play again. Let me see. What more do I have? I can do this all day long.
Well, keep it up.
I've had to survive. I've had to survive through the 90s, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what my skill was from 19.
Oh, we could text each other messages back when you could only text numbers, but we would have special codes, like if they were upside down, like the boob thing, like 9009 meant blah, blah, blah. Like, remember we had codes. We all text in code.
Yeah, I could solder. I guess
these people still solder, though.
I don't know. This question kept me off guard, and I didn't think that much about it. But I know I've got some skills that people today.
Well, I saw you put it on the deck, and at first I read it, and I was like, "Oh, does he have a video or something that goes with this?" And then I reread it, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, okay, I can think of things. I can set my alarm clock."
Yeah, SFT says he can wire wrap stuff.
Yeah, wire wrap stuff. I can wire wrap too.
Yeah.
It's fun. Yeah, there's a lot of them out there that, we're never going to use anymore, like reading a map, right?
Well,
Till the frickin' satellites go down.
Well, let me look at this. Oh, simple, easy. I can cook.
Yeah, I can cook too, for sure. I'm good.
I can cook.
Yeah.
What do you got here?
Oh, so take a look at this little chart. So this is the trains in the U.S. versus Europe. And it says the U.S. needs to catch up with the rest of the modern world and update their antiquated infrastructure. America doesn't need more cars for traffic jams. It needs public transportation system that works for the working people, like high-speed rail. Oh, no, we can't do that. We're busy with 2 wars right now. And Secretary Pete Buttigieg on upcoming infrastructure projects. Well, we're going to send the funds where it's needed. Places that are red, blue, purple. We're not going to punish any America for short-sightedness of their elected officials. See, one thing I love about the administration is they don't leave anyone behind.
Oh, yeah, that's rich. That's rich. That's rich.
No, everybody gets left behind, and the map shows it.
Great job, Petey. I mean, Brownie. I mean, Petey.
Oh, my God. It's so gross. We need they're making my local bus for the whole county free for the whole year. It's this charter program to try to get you to give up your car and ride the bus, and we're rural. So it's a big deal. Most people, are walking a couple miles to get to a bus stop, or you got to get a ride, whatever. And without any high-speed rail, we were built for cars. The United States the infrastructure was designed for motor vehicles. We've let all of the, rail break down, fall down. All that infrastructure is completely fucking torn up. All the rail tracks we used to have where I live have been torn up.
Just think if they would have been forward-thinking back in the day.
Just
a little
forward thinking.
They'd be so far ahead of the game.
They were forward thinking. They were busy getting Israel, so they were thinking ahead.
Yeah, they're building them everywhere else, not here.
Yeah,
what
exactly.
Is this? Is this yogurt and poo?
No, so you know how we've been warning people to check your fruit wherever you're buying it, make sure it doesn't have appeal, the Bill Gates, that crap over it. Well, it turns out that the stores are just putting a sticker over it, so you don't know if you're checking for it. Check this out. There's an organic sticker slapped over it.
Gala apples.
They sell those at Walmart.
Got a profit. Can I just flip? Keep it continuously recording. All right, I can't see it, but hopefully y'all can see me. There's a sticker. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
So they're just throwing organic stickers over the fucking appeal label.
Take it off. It's there. I'm so grossed out.
Yeah, you should be.
Thanks, Kroger.
Oh, it's Kroger that got her. But Walmart sells the same ones. I've seen on my bottom.
They use that. Yeah, packaging. They use that packaging now.
No, they're hiding everything from you. Even your food, all your food's poison. So remember, we warned you about the bugs and how it's not healthy for humans to eat bugs. And we've gone over this for years now. Well, the bugs have arrived. Read the labels. You can start out with Tyson, Hillshire Farm, Sara Lee, Jimmy Dean's, Ballpark, Gallo, Pierre, State Fair, Original Philly Cheesesteak. Crickets, mealworms, grasshoppers.
So they're giving you the proper name so you can decipher this, right?
Yeah.
So these are the proper scientific
Those
names.
are the names you want to be looking for, right?
So look for those names.
I know. How do you get your mind to remember that shit,
Yeah.
when you're at the grocery store? But if you're eating any of these names, they're all processed meats, so they're all full of garbage and crap. I'm bad about
What's with
processed
the
meat.
update?
I gotta tell you.
Not successful there.
Okay, so this is a charging screen. I want to say on a Tesla, and it says, unfortunately, the recent software update was unsuccessful. You cannot drive your car. Please try again later. And call 1-877 blah, 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 blah. So if your car doesn't accept the update, you're dead in the fucking water wherever you are. Till your car gets that update.
Yeah, just don't plan on doing a lot of traveling. What do you got this going on? You got
Crazy.
favorite pizza topping by state? What brought this on? Warren Gunnels?
Well, look at corn. Corn. Who puts corn on a pizza? And apparently it's the number one. Where is it? Is it Idaho? No, it's not Idaho. What state is that? Up there in the far corner.
There's two of them.
You see it? Is there two that do corn? Oh my gosh, what the hell is wrong with you guys? I don't understand.
I don't know. I've never tried it.
Why would you put corn on a pizza? I'm just saying it's a little crazy to me. But hey, the owner of Pizza Hut, Yum Brands, made $1.3 billion profit last year. In the past 2 years, it's paid its CEO, Dave Gibbs, $44.25 million. Pizza Hut isn't laying off delivery drivers because it can't afford to pay delivery drivers $20 an hour. It's doing it because of corporate greed. Yeah, they're laying off their drivers.
I read that this week, and I just shook my head. I mean, so the bean counters are just saying, oh, you can make this much, and you won't have to pay for the drivers. So,
yeah,
it's all crazy.
Well, that's backfiring on them with the self-checkouts, right? They got rid of all of the cashiers, the $15 minimum wage cashiers, and they've taken record profit, loss from theft. And so now they're starting to rethink that, and they're pulling frickin' the self-checks out.
I hope they do. I hate
they're going to make it 10 or less.
Yeah.
Like you can only go to self-checkout because they can monitor you if you only have 10.
10 or less makes sense. Because when you get behind a basket that's got a full basket and a cashier and everything else, I just got 10 items or less. And yeah, and I still wouldn't use the self-checkout because that's who I am, but that would make more sense. But to have people go with baskets and self-checkout, you're setting yourself up for failure.
Like our Walmart, they only have one person that's ringing up. So if I have a fucking basket, it's faster if I go ring it up myself. But I don't go through the fast checkout. I'll go because they normally have 2 or 3 belted self-checkouts, and I'll go wait for one of those, right? Yeah. So I can put everything up on the belt and ring it up at once. But when you think about it, at the end of the day, your brain's just tricking you into thinking that you're going to get through faster if you do it yourself and get the fuck out. You're not getting through any faster. Every item's still got to be picked up and be scanned. But they're getting a technology now that can, the facial or the recognition software is getting so much better that basically they're going to change it from scanning the barcode to scanning the item because it'll recognize that it's a can of pop or it's not going to go in the barcode.
Some places are experimenting with scanning the basket, just pushing the basket.
Yeah, the whole basket. Yeah.
You brought memes of 2023.
Well, since it's New Year's Eve, I figured we'd take a recap of the year. And you remember January, right? That was the gangbang cop. And then, of course, February, we had the Chinese weather balloons. And March was failed banks, or was that FBF freaking? Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Yeah.
April was Bud Light. Remember that whole scandal?
Yeah.
May I kind of remember, but I don't remember it being a big deal. June was the implosion of the submarine that was going down to the Titanic. July was that motherfucker is not real. And August was Trump getting arrested. Let's see. September was the missing F-130. Was that what it was? What was it?
I can't remember.
I can't remember what it was, but it went missing. But then they found it again, went boom. October, everybody knows what October 7th was. And November, Elon told people to fuck off. And December, of course, we had the Senate hearing porn room. So there is your recap.
And everybody knows who's behind the plot to destroy America. And it's not these two guys. It's the ones who are handling them.
Yes.
So they're just tools. Did you bring Jesus? Is this Jesus?
I did bring Jesus.
Okay.
Jesus needs a break sometimes.
Okay, let's give Jesus a break.
I've been teaching the disciples all week. It's nice to actually take a break and have a little fun.
Cannonball!
Oh, shit. What was that?
Well, Jesus can walk on water. So how would he do a cannonball?
Oh, my God. That was funny. That was good. You got me.
I got you. I got you.
I thought it was just a bunch of drunk dudes dressed up in cosplay.
That was supposed to be a Roman soldier.
Okay.
It was,
All right.
it was, come on, it was
So you brought
funny.
me
It was
Mally
funny.
over from Trailer Park Pundit, I see.
Well, yeah, we talked about it, and we ended up bringing a lot of memes because hey, we are a culture that talks in memes nowadays. So so we got Meme Alley now.
Here we go, Meme Alley.
Meme Alley. So December 26th through January 1st. What day is it? What time is it? Who am I? What's going on? Where am I supposed to be doing? And what time is it? Yeah, I felt like that all week. I don't know about you, kind of just in limbo. Me getting ready for 2023 season finale.
God,
Yeah, season finale tomorrow night.
Let's hope not. We got this one.
When I was a kid back in Stratton, a wheel fell off my canoe, which made me wonder how many pancakes fit in a doghouse. None, because ice cream doesn't have bones.
Yeah, that's absolutely Joe Biden.
Oh my God, that's so
Nailed
bad.
it.
That's so my plans for tomorrow night.
Sleep.
Definitely. I love this one. When you can't let the cat out because he might invade Poland. That's a cute kitty.
Oh my God.
Cute kitty.
I like this
I brought
one.
us a
I like
fashion.
the psycho wart.
Grandma, don't do this. That's just, yeah, grandma always knits you stuff. I had grandmas that knitted me stuff. I don't know if people do that so much anymore, but when you're the hottest girl in the psych ward, yeah, you got to have those hospital heels, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Now you brought a video with this one. Is that Madonna up there?
Yeah. So this is Ryan Long, of course, comedian, hilarious. And he's spoofing that he's Madonna's plastic surgeon.
I'm Madonna's plastic surgeon, and ever since everyone saw her look at the Grammys, no one has wanted to hire me. Hey, whatever work you were thinking about getting here, we're willing to do it for 90% off. You did Madonna at one point? That is not a great thing, I'm sorry. I've been doing a lot of boozing since the surgery. I was also doing a lot of boozing before and during the surgery. As soon as the whole Grammy thing washes over, I'm not going to be offering these discounts. If you're looking to get any work done quick while you're here,
No, we're only here for a couple of hours. We're going back.
a couple hours? I have a panel van around the corner. I could get you in and out within like half an hour.
Fine.
We just
We're
do a
going
quick,
back
like,
to the airport.
we could do Botox, we could do the boobs, anything, no? I even misinterpreted what she wanted from me. She was on the phone with this guy, Sam Smith, at the time, talking about some award show, and she said, chalk that win up, Sam, which I misheard as fuck my shit up, Sam. Botox, potentially, you know, some lip fillers, whatever you think you might need. Tomorrow, maybe?
Very good. Very good.
That was
Love
funny.
That. Love
Very
that.
funny.
Well, we have the last Shitlib book recommendations for 2023. And I don't know how many more I'm going to be able to do these. I'm running out of ideas. If you have any ideas for Shitlib Book Club, email them to me and I will put them on the show. Anyway, for starting out, one of our favorites, Chanda and I, is toilet paper origami, which is the New York Slimes. That roll of the New York Slimes on that bathroom dispenser works out great for origami. And then we have how to hug a dinosaur. And I think this will work out great for Nancy. She'll probably get a lot more hugs once people figure out how to approach her. What do you think?
Yeah, Nancy. Poor Nancy. Nobody will hug her. It's because she smells like vodka.
You've updated Stoner Corner. So we're
I did. I updated Stoner Corner. Yeah. So stoned alone. Yeah. That's what some of us were on Christmas. And when your dealer tells you it's 8 a.m. Yeah, I know.
And without further ado, Hollywood, go fuck yourself. Oh my God.
Hollywood.
Triple down on that. Triple down on that.
So I was really pissed to see this. I don't know about you.
Oh yeah, I was waiting for it.
It's so chicken shit. So, okay, Amazon Prime has announced that we are writing to tell you today about the upcoming changes to your Prime Video experience. Starting January 29th, Prime Video movies and TVs will include some limited advertisements. This will allow us to continue investing in compelling content and help or keep increasing the investment over a long period of time. We have meaningful few ads that, let's see, in the TV, only streaming TV providers. No action is required by you, and there is no charge to the current price of your Prime membership. We will also offer an ad-free option for an additional $2.99 a month that you can sign up for here.
So they're basically raising the Prime rate higher than they already have. They're attacking another $3 on top of it. That's really.
Why didn't they just fucking raise it? I mean, that's such chicken shit.
What
Chicken
is it
shit
now?
is what it is.
$175 a year.
And then to say it's because they can't afford to keep making the great, compelling content.
Yeah, how much is Lex Luthor worth now?
Exactly. Take a little bit out of freaking Lex's ass. Come on. This is insane. This is more. This is my prediction for 2024, Oz. We are going to see the likes of inflation and price hikes like we have never known in our fucking lives. Like, everybody's going to be filling them.
Well, it's already too high now. I got my electric bill today.
I know.
I almost coughed up my fur ball.
I know. I'm scared to look at mine. I really am.
Here you go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Piers Morgan denies being a Home Alone 2 pigeon lady. That was funny. And best paid actor of all times, of course. We know who it is.
Yeah. Well, speaking of best played actor, Gal Gadot's got one out there today where she's crying. She's crying.
Oh,
about,
no.
I'm Oz the murderer. Oh, my God. I'm
Oh,
done with her,
jeez.
too. So, anyway, we've got.
I got some good stuff for my show. It's going to be fun.
What do you got here?
Let's see. It's just a few New Year's wishes, just because we're getting close to the end of the show here. And we got an awesome closer. Oz made an amazing one for New Year's Eve. This year is almost gone. Not all of our friends and family made it. Never take for granted the people you love. Be thankful for today, because in one moment, your entire life could change. And I think that we all should start living more like that, and things might get a little better. On New Year's Eve, an old English tradition is to open or old Irish. I apologize. I never want to insult the Irish like that. I know. Yeah. Okay, I'll start over. On New Year's Eve, an old Irish tradition is to open your door at midnight and let the old year out and the new year in. I think this year deserves all the doors and windows and garage doors to be open. Yes. And just realize the last day of 2023 will be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So tomorrow, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Wow. That's foreboding. That is foreboding.
Right?
Yeah.
We got a bunch of foreboding shit coming, but yeah, I don't have high hopes for 2024.
Trailer Park Pundit. Is that going to be
I'm
on
gonna
New Year's Day?
Yeah. New Year's morning. We might as well start the year off right? Why skip it? Let's bring in the new year with a bang. And yeah, I've already got half the deck wrote. There's so much. It's going to be a huge show. The Christmas show was pretty big, and the New Year show is going to be really big too.
Well, I got to tell you, that Christmas show was great. You did a fantastic show. And if you didn't see it, you might want to go replay it tomorrow before the big New Year's Day show.
My internet's been kind to me. The internet gods have smiled on me lately.
Knock on some wood right now.
I don't know why,
Hurry
but
up, knock on some wood right now so you don't get in trouble.
I think everything about me is press board. Come on, I live in a trailer.
I know. What's the schedule this week?
I'm on regular schedule this week, so I didn't miss a beat all of Christmas. I'm proud of myself. I just ran through it, man. Everything I had to do, I didn't miss. I took one day off, but no, I'm on regular schedule. We're working on updating these decks. You did a beautiful job with this one tonight. I love the new backgrounds that you guys have got. You and Linda have done amazing work and upgrading us. If you guys go back and you watch the very first Beauty and the Boomers from 4 years ago, we've come a long freaking way. I mean,
yeah,
I'm so proud of all of us.
We're learning new stuff, and we got Amber, we got Linda, who is an excellent producer. Chanda can do it all. One of the few women in our space.
Taught by you. You taught me everything I know.
Few women in our space can have such a multiple skill ability to engineer, to host, to speak, to get out in the streets, to produce, and graphics and video and sound and everything. You got it all, Chanda. You're the best.
Only because of you. You've held my hand through it and got me through it. So only because of you, Oz.
You're a quick study. I do want to take one public thing going. Chanda and I don't get involved in drama. We refuse to, and there are I was reminded the other day that some things which aren't necessarily drama, they're really serious, you should get involved in. But drama, as far as personalities and having problems, are one thing. But I want to tell you something. When people try and get somebody's channel taken down because they're pissed off at them for whatever reason, that's bullshit. And we support Hardlands Media 100%.
Hell yeah.
So if you can, everybody go over to YouTube or go over to Twitter and tag YouTube telling them that Hardlands Media should not be taken down. They've done great hard work. They busted their ass for years.
Many years, yeah.
We don't want these squabbles causing that.
Especially over copyright. Come on.
Yeah, that and it's just terrible. And I'm not throwing shade at anybody. I'm not telling anybody names involved in this. But you just don't do that. That's a line you don't cross. I mean, I would
agree.
scream. Remember, Chanda, when they took Alex Jones out? There were only a few of us that said they shouldn't. And we were right. They should not.
I was thinking I better go back and find those clips originally of us defending Jones, because we did. We've always defended everybody's right to free speech. You know the saying, man. Free speech, you need more of it, more and more.
And copyrights, they claim you're stealing their content and not reimbursing them for it. Well, if you don't monetize their goddamn content in the first place, how are they stealing it from you?
See, and this is where we've flown under the radar for so long, because we don't monetize. That's how we get away with so much of the copyrighted stuff that we bring, because we're not trying to make money on YouTube. You can't when you are in this lane. You just have to accept it and figure out other revenue streams. Stop depending on YouTube, because you're not going to get it.
I'll tell you a little secret, too. I bring 99.9% covers. The music we bring are covers, okay?
All covers, yeah.
We don't monetize them, but the cover artists that are doing this has the option of asking YouTube to monetize their content. And a lot of times, YouTube turns it on so they can actually monetize from our shows, which is great.
Yeah, because we're trying to promote these small artists.
So go ahead, monetize it. We're not going to monetize. We don't want that money. You did the art. We're trying to promote you. We appreciate that. We play your music. We're promoting you. So anyway, so having somebody's channel taken down is bullshit, and we're not going to have it. So work out your differences without bringing it out into the public like that, please. Everybody. Yeah. So anyway, did I say that right? I think I did.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Okay, that's fair. I didn't, anything. But anyway, we're going to go out with a little black doggy tonight and a little hold on.
I love this.
Again, Happy New Year, everybody. Love you guys. We appreciate the support. And we hope to just get better at what we do. And Chanda, are you still thinking about doing an interview show this year?
Everybody's pushing me to do interview shows, and you guys know I got the network for it. I mean, I'm pretty fearless when it comes to reaching out to people. Like, I've made a lot of good contacts, but my problem has been my weak-ass internet, and I've been trying on all these different studios, because I got to have a studio, that's not too, it doesn't require so much if I'm going to have a guest, because poor Pasta, I put him through like a year of hell this last year. Every time I bring him on, his bit rate would be shit. He'd be blurry. Like, it would cut out and drop him. Yeah. So Pasta's been my guinea pig for like the last year, but you know me, I don't have a problem doing interview shows or talking to anybody. It's just been an internet issue for me. And I looked into Starlink, and that's not a solution.
It's too expensive. It's not effective. I will engineer anytime your internet's wonky. So that should handle that. So
yeah, no, I got a lot of stuff planned for the future. We're going to start up a Discord channel, just so everybody can come hang out and drop content over there if they want.
Yeah,
and
that's great. I'm looking forward to that. I've been on Discord for about 4 years now. I just never really
I know you have.
I don't use it that much. So, but anyway, we're going to go out with Black Dog and was it Genesis, I think?
Yeah, Genesis. It's a great Genesis. I'm making sure I didn't miss any chats or anything. All the chats are going off tonight. Welcome to everybody. Hey, Chris Foster. Happy New Year. Anna Maris. Kyle Rose. Good to see you. Jim. Everybody hanging out on the Rockfin.
Jim.
We're getting close to hitting 15K on Rockfin.
Ronnie Graham's
over there, too.
Okay. All right, guys. You guys have a great evening. And I'm going to
Happy New Year.
Try and trigger this. Happy New Year. Stay safe. Stay happy. And let's have a better goddamn year. Please, peace to everybody.
Fingers crossed.
Peace to everybody. Here we go. Let's see if I can hit this trigger.
you Just hold on my heart. I'm gonna hold